I believe the name of this blue one with the kind of yellow sunrise on it is Sunrise Mini. Followed by the Beef Council balloon. Trent Caldwell flying for the Beef Council. It's what's for dinner. Beefy Boy. A couple of attempts on that far pole.
Hi.
Following in the Beef Council is Zarek Wells in the yellow balloon with the black mustache. The name of the balloon is Guilty.
Gary.
Hey, Art, I think Beefy Boy just kind of missed the
No, honey, that's fine. You'll have the upper hand.
Well, Trent, there's a nice drop from the Sunrise Mini Balloon with the kind of white sunrise on it. Nice drop on the X. Dave Eichhorn in the yellow. That same Sunrise Balloon going to make a nice drop with their orange. They kind of shifted to the X and the diagonal or the triangle on the west side from us.
Yes, that is either Jeff Spear, Ryan Lowenstein, or it could be Al Lowenstein in Sunset Rise. Banner number 130. Art, it looks like the wind now is actually pushing many of these competitors kind of around that dividing rod to the western half of the targets. I'm watching them make their approach up here. They're really going around, and right when they get to the northern tip of Fiesta Field, where they are able to drop below that 75-foot marker, I'm seeing it just almost again swing right around where the Lovitos are on the north end of the field.
Yes, I see them setting up, and we're going to kind of shift our position and move over to the west because that's where everything is happening. This blue, silver, black is going to be right over the X. There's a great shot. Drop on the X. And of course, because the wind on the deck is basically moving directly from north to south, if you get over the X on either side, it lines you up nicely for the triangle. And here comes the orange drop from the Silver Racer. And it's right in the tip.
If it's that silver one with the blue and the white and the black, that's on Cork. Scott Hutchinson, local pilot from Albuquerque, is for the Balloon Fiesta.
That would be Scott.
Banner 37.
The balloon that at one point was, well, I don't remember the name of it. It's the red and blue with the silver. It used to belong to Tom Caius. I think it's Jared Trainer flying it now. He'll double check me on that.
Well, you guys have a good day.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, no problem. I thought these were so cool.
The indecisive where to throw, he says. It's kind of between the X's, but there they go. The blue marker on the X. Now he's got to get out the orange or red marker, get it in the triangle.
And you were correct, sir. That was
Wind up. In the center of the triangle. That'll work.
It's a point. It's first points. That is Jared Trainer from Albuquerque playing Fremont.
The black verticals with the primary colors. You just drop on the X. See if he gets the orange one into the triangle. Marker in hand. There's the drop. Inside.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, sure? Oh, no, I'm fine.
In Hearts of Fire, Heart's Desire from above, the purple with the hearts on it.
I think I'm going to have to drink like 300. Thank you. You're so welcome.
There's orange one towards the triangle. Now, of course, as soon as I moved over to the west side of the field, the balloons are coming down the east side. This is Dot, the white balloon with the polka dots on it. James Bowman flying Dot. he's going to go high. Next one up would be the pink, teal, and yellow verticals with the purple horizontals. Trying to see how close to the pole. Gonna come past it. Also on the east side, the red, white, blue with the arrows, Natasha Stanky. At the same time, I've got a red, white, and black one. Number 146 coming down the west side. And coming down the center, the old Intel balloon. 05, 3 or 5, I can't tell.
Well, the red, white, and blue, navy blue balloon on the west side. That's Edward Gordon from Austin, Texas, flying Freedom 1.
So the red, black, and white just dropped on the X. We've got the orange one out. 58. 58 for the old Intel balloon. Coming right down the center. And a little toss off to the side. Didn't unfurl it, which could be an issue, but it kind of bounced right off the center. Natasha's going right over the target, the triangle on the east side.
That is the balloon Shenanigans. Nice toss. That is balloon
Shenanigans
Shenanigans.
being the old Intel.
Yeah, the old Intel balloon Shenanigans. Derek Glassbaugh from here in Albuquerque, or Ross Briggs from Rio Rancho.
Just outside the triangle with his orange. Natasha in the red, white, blue racer did get her orange inside the triangle.
Yeah, just descend.
There was a toss on the ring,
Yeah, chicken.
156.
I like it.
The board, if you will, with the purple, teal, and gray. And we're only 34 minutes into competition. We've got another 55 minutes to go.
Art, you have to
150 is that green one.
150. Okay. That's Daniel Hyde from here in Albuquerque in Incline. Daniel Hyde, Daniel 150 on the east side of the field making the approach. Art, you have many, many more balloons that are still inbound. You have another person gaggle and then a gaggle after that as they make their approach into the final day of competition at the 53rd annual ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. I am Ted Mays on top of the Tom Rutherford. What are the conditions down there now?
Forth a little bit. The speed, the direction coming at us continues to come basically out of the door, and basically the same speed, so that hasn't changed. But what we keep feeling is just a little bit of shift in some of these as things just kind of, just stay that way? Or they change and put you in the exact wrong spot of the field? But you're right, we have all the competitors. We've got actually a race I said
Hey, you have actually a couple of them.
West is 286.
the field right now.
There's the ring toss, skid shirt. Across the road, the direction changes straight south. He's going to go right over the center of that center X. No throw necessary, just drop it right on the center. Nice throw, Art.
Very nice, Art.
He's going to have to do a little throw or wind up on this one. There's the line. There's the throw.
First balloon fiesta, so just the fact that he made it over the field and got some score, that's either the ball.
So we have the Albuquerque as well as the EOS balloon. That's the white one with the multiple reds and Albuquerque. And then a little higher, we've got the yellow stripes with the balloon on the top. That should be Mike King. So I love this. Rob's just going to kind of eclipse speed. Right on the deck, things are just all of a sudden moving more to the southeast. Both of the wheels are headed that way, but up 100 feet, the yellow one is still going directly to the south.
Banner 036.
Let's watch the owl, sir. Let's watch the owl before the ring. Looks like he's got it around in EOS. Another spot to land. Attempt another pass. It is open until 9:30. That's another 39 minutes by my watch.
Well, Art, if you look up,
Sandy, maybe we're talking
back up, and he's going back towards the eastern. So
to the west.
you're starting to break up a little bit, but you get that picture perfect.
East, that should be volcanic oceans. She's going to be over on the east side of the field. So let's take this one. See it. But I've got three more coming that are on the west side of the field, which means as they come over the field, they'll probably get pushed to the southeast. We got the yellow, the purple stair steps, and cross on it. You have the multi shades of blue.
professional football game. We know those players are on the field. We have no idea who's coming to the field first until we can see a banding number. To your point, when you know the field where you can see the banding number, our broadcast is a lot more difficult than your typical basketball and football and baseball.
And you were talking about Dixon Perfect making the box. Pat Irwin, as you mentioned, came over the field, made some great goals on the targets. I did see him go high, and as you pointed out, he is now coming down just off the west side of the field. He's out there by Steve and Monty the Black Sheep, and a little farther south, there's Fiesta. That was the name of the balloon, and hopefully Elisa Talbert, who now is the owner and pilot of that balloon, is going to change it back to Hot Stuff so we don't have to learn a new name.
Exactly.
Kind of picking on this, but that's all right here, friends. And I know she watches Balloon Fiesta live, so good to see you, Elisa.
And we're talking about it, but she didn't even make the target today.
I know. Sometimes she probably wishes we weren't talking about her.
Right. I'm trying to make out that purple balloon with the stair steps and the black top.
Not yet. The yellow one is 175.
Is Tim Strand from Lake Memorial, Pennsylvania. And the effect of sunrise.
The purple number is totally on the side of the basket. We can't see.
It is facing the north. Brady's throwing.
Huh? And these protein bagels.
You're looking at
So the multicolored balloon flag is
Yeah, we're gonna wait. Yeah, okay, I ran out of propane, but we're gonna see if the winds will lay.
you can see that shift now from the west to the east. We're speaking of that's what dominated over the last couple.
And the yellow one we were talking about, just a nice draw with the orange marker and the triangle. Coming in the west side of the field now is the Sport Fiesta. We'll have to get closer to see who's actually flying that one today. Then I see Stepped Up, the racer on the north end coming in, as well as the new Sunflyer balloon. That's the kind of teal balloon with the big yellow ZF on it. You can see the dark blue balloon with the yellow ZF on it. That is the previous version of the Sunflyer balloon. Josh Bacon flies that.
North, that purple balloon is making some scores. It's Purple Haze, and Jason Davis from Milo now down safely into the loving arms of Mother Earth. If you know, you know.
Absolutely.
We're getting some great shots up here on Blue Fiesta Live. Pat Irwin and our Blue Fiesta Live cam. They cleared out the Blue channel. Looks like they're right over 4th Street.
That's the yellow and red and green and blue stair step pattern. And then you can see he's flying Spirit of Fiesta
It is definitely Ray Bear.
That's all I got.
That is to throw it out before you get to the X so that the marker continues to move and drops it basically in the legs. Now he's going to get the orange one out. And a little wing in there. And he's in it. And so we'll turn our attention to Step It Up.
Yeah, that's being pulled by either Aaron Gebhardt or Luke Thompson, Aaron from Indianola, Iowa, or Luke from Pella, Iowa.
I can't tell you how many people have taken that path right between the center pole and the first pole to the east. We've watched that over and over again this morning.
And they're ringing it just bounced to the base. There is a more distinctive left-hand turns for flying from the north to south that really started to build in as we were getting later in the evening or the morning.
Thrown from the back of the basket, and it's just a little bit to the south of the center, but still a great throw. Now we watch Step It Up go into the triangle. I'm also keeping my eye on the black balloon with the peacock type feather colors going up, coming down the east side. 095. I think that's what it is.
It is. It's Lyndon Drummond from Monterey, Colorado, flying positive attitude. And I know she's from Colorado because someone in that basket's wearing a Colorado t-shirt. I can see it from here. And she was pointing up with Steve Shore. She was pointing up and got it caught in the rigging as they fly by.
Well, we've still got some room. Center of the X. Now they're throwing a white
I told him, I said, I think that's Mary's and his wasn't open yet.
Okay, I'm not. They're just dropping off some deliveries out there.
And their kids are cute.
Two in the X and two in the triangle. So that'll be interesting for our scoring team to figure out. So Josh Bacon and Sun Flyer. The kind of light blue, green, and yellow Zia.
They did.
Gonna go right down concession row. Josh might do a little shopping while he's over there. Going down the far west side, he's actually over the ditch. Yellow at the top, with the maroon and orange coming up. That's going to be Nia Smith and his balloon Indecisive. Coming into the target area. We were talking about the racer, right? The green stair steps that turns into orange and yellow.
Like the baskets don't fit people in them.
You know, another box balloon, I think I see the Freedom balloon way up high out to the north. And you may remember we called them as they came by. So at least a few folks have gone up and are making a second attempt. And actually, as I'm looking out to the west, I see the Iona balloon. That's the blue one. Probably, we can probably get it on camera. Folks here on the field won't necessarily be able to see it. It's a blue balloon with the orange and red verticals and stars on it. It's Jerry Palmer. That balloon used to be an Arizona balloon. You take off the ARZ and you get Iona. He was on the edge, the western edge of the field early on in the competition. He's played that box, but as we've been saying all morning, the box is rolling to the west. So he's even farther west on his second pass.
We're getting a great shot of some Canadian East flying south of the winner with our hot air balloons.
field they were actually going east to west, but I'm sure they'll be making that turn to the south.
Maybe they made that. They made
These
that.
races are coming across the center of the field.
I'm sorry, the number again, sir?
083.
That is Alan Anderson from Mike, Nevada, flying Pixie Stick.
Right through that, between those two balls again. So this is one of those dilemmas. Do you throw on the center X, or do you wait to get to the eastern X? He's thinking about it. Decided to throw on the center X, right between the legs. Now he's got the orange marker in hand.
I didn't see that. Is that
I think a good choice. He was definitely closer to the center X than the eastern one. So a little wind up with the orange. It goes flying. I can't quite tell if that bounced in or not.
It is in the marker. It is in the scoring area, Art. It is in.
Excellent. Yellow, blue, blue, and orange darts. Gonna be the next one in. He might be far enough west that he's not going to hit that alley. If he catches that same drift,
Some friends have
that would put him on a great line for the center pole.
Banner number 117.
Say thank you.
Just about that. Just saw it.
That
He
is,
didn't get the push.
that is Sean Krause from Zachary, Louisiana, flying the balloon. Really? And he flew
And he tossed the ring up to the, doing the split on the other side of the center pole. So as he's getting just a very, very, very slight push to the west. But for the most part, he's got a straight soft line coming through here, different than the last three. He's going to line up on the center X.
Since everybody's putting down, there's still kids walking around. I'll just do a
it is
candlestick.
GoPro.
So now he's going to line up the orange marker towards the...
That's the one that we were talking about. The one with the stars on it. That's the one they were talking about.
And a wing! And it's short.
If you want to see, we can go on a
Remember, there's
picture.
actually 3 different targets out here, Ted. We've got poles out on the north. There are 5 poles that have $2,000 on it if you're able to ring the pole. Not sure that anyone has gotten on the pole. We
And I
haven't
think
heard
there's a
there
green
might be
one.
one, but not sure that we certainly haven't confirmed that. There are 3 X's out here. The center X, which we're standing the nearest to. In fact, let's walk up this way, Eddie. There are 3 X's that are part of the hesitation waltz task, and you need to get any color other than orange, the closest to the center of the X. Just kind of take a look at how many are here on just this X. Remember, there are 2 others as
There you go,
well.
that worked.
And then the third task is to drop an orange marker inside one of the triangles. The distance of your orange marker from the closest X. So let's walk, take us a second. Let's walk over one of the triangles. As the competition, there was becoming a pile of orange markers on that spot, the farthest south tip, which is the farthest the X.
You think?
Eventually, this task is the best score.
We actually have a camera down.
Like the storm's coming, be careful.
Triangle from our
The storm came last night and that was rough.
yes, you're exactly right. There are
At least we got the truck. Because last night we had to be in the tent and there was so many people in there.
Maybe I can get this shot. Of all the ones that are in and out, the shot that I'm looking at here, all these orange ones that are outside the fabric. And there are
Are you doing a live stream on Facebook?
one that we're standing by, and there's one over on the other side of the field that has another orange markers in it as well. So you can be very close to the tip of this triangle, yet somebody's closer to the tip of the
Oh yeah.
maximum distance, direct arc from that end of the triangle.
maximum distances from the center of the X. That should be the best score. And they measured it off, and it was 50 meters from the center of the X to the best scoring position. So if you're less than 50, then you're farther down the list in the scoring today.
And for everyone out on the field, 50 meters is approximately 164 feet. Philadelphia here on Fiesta Live. Art, it looks like we're down to 3, maybe 4. But I'm not sure if they're going to make it to the field. I know we have about unofficially 20, 21 minutes left with the field being open for competition. We may get 1 or 2 in here. It looks like Pixel Perfect, flown by Kyman Kingsley from Northern Missouri, may have a chance. But I'm not sure about those other 2 or 3 out
That
there.
would be pass number 3 for him. Yeah, that would be pass number 3 for Pixel Perfect.
And we can't count the most
And the other two are far enough out that, yeah, I can't figure out who the other 2 are a little farther out.
We do our best to identify. Continuing to stand on the north end of the field, folks, are the Los Globitos, sponsored by the city of Las Vegas, New Mexico.
So Ted, we've made our way over to the eastern X. So again, this is a target that needed to be going over. So they are measuring, writing down the scores, double checking. They're going to measure from here, and then it becomes the measurement of these other color markers. The closest to the center of the X is the best score on this target. If there were an orange one here, it would be outside the triangle and not measurable. But all the other colors being measured to the closest to the center of the X of the weighted part of the marker. It's kind of like a beanbag with a long fabric tail.
And we're watching that live right now on Fiesta Live. If you'd like to go back and watch today's
As you can see, once they measure,
if you'd like to go back and watch today's
Once
competition,
they-
yes, go ahead. I'm sorry, Art.
yeah, that's fine. So that is, they pick up the end of the tail, they read the man number, that gets recorded. Now he's measuring to the weighted part, making sure that the tape is straight. Reads the measurement off, it is recorded, they verify that it's recorded, then they pick the marker up, hand it back, so you can see how many she has. That was just on this section. In this hesitation waltz competition. Or task, I guess, because all of the tasks towards the overall scores, and we'll present those and the new Fiesta champion. We won't broadcast that live. We will record it and post the recording to BalloonFiestaLive.com. So tomorrow night, you should be able to watch the awards competition. The awards punch, I should say.
Three remaining balloons. We can identify two of the three. One is Pixel Perfect, as you mentioned. It's their third pass over the field as they approach from the north. To the very far right with the orange and the green. That is being flown by Truman Word from Brownsville, Texas. This is his fourth Fiesta, and we are working on to try and see if we get that balloon in the center for the announcement.
Pixel Perfect does seem to have a little bit better line this time around. So as soon as we point out the process, somebody finds a way to roll it to the east.
Part of competing in a balloon is the word patience. You need to be very patient, especially in conditions like this, where you're able to make multiple passes over Fiesta Field or any kind of competition field. When you have these conditions, the more patient you are, the more opportunities you have.
He got it like 3 months after our dog died. So we've been seeing him.
So we'll go ahead and do a little housekeeping business here as well. For those of you here on the field, remember that there are merchandise tents to the north and the south end of the field. You can get your pins, patches, all your souvenir clothing, and check out the programs and calendars. The programs have pictures of all of our balloons in them. Some great articles in there about Balloon Fiesta, including a great article about Balloon Fiesta Live and all the preparation it takes to put this show together for you. This is our 9th year doing Balloon Fiesta Live, all the archives as we've mentioned, on BalloonFiestaLive.com. And we'd love to hear your comments about our broadcast. You can send us an email at BalloonFiestaLive@BalloonFiesta.com. That's BalloonFiestaLive at BalloonFiesta.com. If you hit our webpage, you'll be able to just click a button, it'll open your email for you. We'd love to hear from you, see your pictures, especially if you're actually watching Balloon Fiesta Live. So